All right, let's do this. 6 seconds. All right, 6 seconds of nothing. We have tank on support. Okay, careful when shielding off that early because they'll just kind of break it. As you can see, you have no shield now, and then it just kind of gets broken, and yeah. You don't want to shield too much that early on, especially when you still have HP to tank, because when you have no shield, Sigma becomes a lot worse as a character. But you are good at you are managing it well, so I'll give you that. I can't think. My audio is so loud. 1 sec. All right. Yeah, when being aggressive on Sigma, especially against Amalga, I think honestly I like playing really aggressive on Sigma. I don't think that's something you should always do. You got to be very careful. He is like the poke tank for a reason. But like, I think he's really scary when you get like up in front, because when you start landing all your shots and landing rocks and stuff, it's very threatening. So just remember, Sigma's big about just DPS, like threatening with DP. Like right now, you have way more enough HP. You could peek that. You could fully just like, their Malga's dead. Their Genji's dead even as well, I believe. I believe they have 2 players dead on their team. Right now, the only thing you should be scared of DPS-wise is their Ana and their Soldier. And you get healed to full. The Soldier's above you. You heard them at one point. And their Moira's just kind of sitting back here. This is so free. You just walk up and just shoot them. Just don't give a fuck. Just go in there and shoot her. When you're on tank, you just kind of, you could just do that. You're a big DPS. Okay, taking height. Their Soldier's dead. Take all this space. Right now, just go and force point it. Yeah, get on point. I like that. Okay, shield off the Ana. That's huge. Their Moira is isolated. They're on Reinhardt now. Okay, so they're counter picking. Against a Reinhardt, honestly, I don't think Ryan is that insane against Sigma. I think individually in the 1v1, Ryan obviously wins. But I think just straight up, if we're talking just like how the comps want to play, Sigma is usually really good against Ryan. Just because Sigma loves playing with long range DPS, they'll just do a ton of damage. In your case, you literally have a Bastion on your team. Their Ryan's not going to be able to play the game. Just don't let him walk up on you. That's the thing. You have to have Rock ready. Like, that's a situation where you kind of press it a little bit early. I haven't really been talking about it too much, but I think what's really important to think of on Sigma is how you're using your Rock. I think you kind of just, yeah, you kind of just use it there. Like, I get why you did it. It's like you just want to push them back. You want to cap point. Like, I get it. But, like, at the same time, he's not doing anything right now. You just toss. You don't even see him, bro. Like, you miss. Like, dog, it's... You would have timed him there if you were slightly off the door frame, luckily. Also, you can stop shooting tank. You ain't going to do much. Shoot the Genji or the Soldier that's up here. Even if it's just a couple poke shots. Like, you literally saw the Genji. It's a big thing on tank is learning to not shoot their tank unless you have to. Unless you're playing Melga, then you do shoot the tank. But pretty much every tank does better shooting the squishy characters rather than shooting the tank. You want to be a distraction, you want to be annoying to them, but you can be a distraction while shooting the backline. Or yeah, instead of just shooting the Rhine. Like, in that case, you know, shoot the Soldier and the Ana. Now they're not wanting to hold that angle. Yeah, but right now, just go into spawn. You have your ult soon. See, that Rock, it's like, I get why you did it. You kind of did it. You wanted to punish someone, but like, it wasn't really gonna land. And even if it did land, what was it gonna do? You're also grasping very early. You love grasping very early. It's like you're seeing a little bit of poke damage and you're trying to hit that like, oh, that'll give me extra HP. But like, look how much HP you still have. You still have 500 HP. Another thing is you're still in spawn. Your Kiriko has eyes on you. Your other support... Are they dead? Are they in here? This is Juno. Okay, she's up there. Well, either way, both your supports have eyes on you. You were fine. You did not need to grasp this early. You did get like 50 HP or something out of it, but like, it's worth it. See, that was a good rock, because that was a rock that knocked the Rhino onto the ground, knocked him on his feet, and now he wants to back away from you. Shield off their Soldier. He's right above you. You can hear him above you. Dude, you need to clear the Soldier, man. If you're playing a character that's like an off tank, that would be D.Va, Sigma, Zarya. It's usually, your character is usually really good at peel. It is really good at those defensive stuff. So in the situation of their Soldier is on the high ground, it is kind of your job to help with that Soldier in some way if you're in the area. Pop ult here. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, you got this kill. Come on. Okay, you're freaking out too much. You're freaking out too much. Okay. When that happens, you just gotta calm down. If you freak out too much, your aim will only get worse. Sometimes it's nice to just back away. Don't move your crosshair, wait for them to walk into it. That's another good way to do it. Okay, see, you're grasping early again. You're grasping early again. I imagine that'll happen a lot. Right now it's kind of, yeah, it's just, they just won the fight. Did a lot of damage. Alright, so we're mirroring the Rein. Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Sigma was doing pretty good. You did not need to switch there. Okay, I love how the fire strikes just don't show on my screen. Okay, they want to be aggressive against you, apparently. You should, yeah, you swing with your Bastion here. Oh, nice pin. Okay, you did not need to pin him so far away from your team, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. You gotta be careful when doing a pin like that again, because you don't know. If their team was smart and actually held up here, your pin would have been very bad, because they would have just went right over here. Their Rein would live, and you would probably die, or would be forced to run away and just have to use resources on you. So don't pin so far away from your team. You gotta be with your team. I'm going for a flank right now. Please tell me you're not. Oh my god. Don't do this. Don't do this. Rein needs to play with this team. Rein needs to play with this team half the time. Ain't no way you're getting away with this. What is this, bro? Okay, well, it worked out for you, so never mind. You did the best play possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. Obviously, that can happen. You can, like, flank and make it worth it, but, like, don't do it often. That's like a one-time thing. That's a thing. Now they're scared of you doing it. Now you can just never do it ever again, and they'll be scared of you doing it. They'll always be like, oh god, what if they flank? That's a good thing. You just want them to be scared of it. Oh, I should have full centered on that soldier. You're giving this soldier way too much. Okay. What I'm noticing a lot is your ability usage is really early. You're not really using abilities with intent, is the way I think about it. Like, you're just kind of using it just because they're off cooldown. Like, you're double fire striking the Rein, you're rocking at the Rein. Like, you're just kind of hitting the Rein with everything. You're pinning at the Rein, like everything. You're kind of just going straight for their tank. Stop going for their tank and start getting on their DPS. Start using your abilities with like have a reason to use your abilities. Fire strike you can probably just kind of use. I'm not gonna lie, you can kind of just use that most of the time. But everything other than that, think about why you're using it. And also, dude, there's soldiers flanking every fight, man. You gotta be on that at least a little bit. I know he's not doing that much, your team's still winning, but like, you gotta be on him so much harder. That's like the first time you've actually punished him for doing that stupid play. And there's some situations where he's literally just running over your team so hard. Literally just go D.Va and don't let them play the game. It's really good. There's a reason why D.Va's very good right now. Okay, just shield off your Bastion, I like this. Remember, don't be scared to walk forward on Rein. You can always pin away if you really need. You can walk forward a little more here, because you're kind of just, again, they're just kind of shooting your shield, and your team isn't getting very much out of your shield, I'm not going to lie. Just get in there, scare them back, take some free space. It'll give your DPS more room to play with. Also, if a Rein's ever in front of your face, oh my god. If a Rein's ever in front of your face, usually you don't need to fire strike unless you're doing the swing straight into fire strike animation cancel, which in that case the kill is quicker. But usually just swing when they're right in front of you. You don't need to fire strike at close range. It just sets you up to like get shattered. If their Rein was smart there, which he wasn't, he probably could have just shattered you and it would have been their kill. Like they would have killed you because you use your fire strike. That's also a big way to get to try to land a free shatter is you wait for them to fire strike, and then right when they fire strike, hit the shatter, because they just can't put up shield in time. They can't block. So be very careful when fire striking a Rein when you think they might have shatter. So just swing on them usually. Just swing. Oh god, the shield bash. I think the shield bash kind of does like knockback or whatever. I don't remember what it's that useful for. Okay, what's the 360 for? Get on that Genji, yep. Okay, you at least pressured the Genji this time. I like that. Oh, they went Orisa. Oh, this guy is a counter picker. Okay. Let's see. Are you gonna switch to something for them? Orisa? We're getting the mirror? Okay. You went AFK for a little bit, alright? What is that javelin for? There was no one there. Alright, stop using all your cooldowns on this Orisa, bro. They ain't gonna do anything. Orisa ain't gonna die this early. You're just feeding support ultra. What is the javelin for? What is the javelin spin for? How did their Moira almost die? See, that was a good spear. You hit the Moira instead. Okay, why are you inting on them with overheating? Oh my. Don't go in on them when you have nothing, no overheat, like when you're so overheated. There we go, nice, nice. They're not gonna touch. Okay, yeah, they're just not gonna touch. Nice spear. See, that was a good spear. You gotta use them against the squishies more often. Stop just showing them in the tank, especially when the tank's Orisa. We're really getting an Orisa mirror out here. Get on that Mercy. You have javelins, but oh my. Okay. I get that you went for your javelin there, but if you don't have javelin on cooldown, hit your javelin spin and just like push them into this corner. That is a free kill for you, and you cancel res. You gotta just break them away from the. You don't need to kill the Mercy to cancel res. You just need to move them away from the soul. So in that case, what you should have done is just took them and took them for a ride. Just go straight into that room because it splits them from the team and you cancel res, and it's probably a free kill. That would have been a win-win scenario for you, guaranteed. Cancels res and gets a kill. Yeah. Ever just push him away from soul whenever you can. It's like, honestly, pretty much just should just be everyone's goal if they ever happen to see a Mercy res like that. Nice spear. That was good. That was good utility. Kind of just rolled over the Moira. That's what I like to see. You get the sim, dude. There's so much counter picking this game. This is insane. Mercy's resing. Well, that's a big Freya ult. Honestly, yeah, go in there. Use like lots of your. Okay, you overheat your gun all the time. Maybe you should try using the other minor perk that gives you cooldown. Oh wait, you did use it. Okay, there you go. Now land your headshots. Oh, Mauga now? Oh my god. Honestly, I don't think that's really a win on either side of the other tanks. I think this is just an annoying matchup for both tanks. Yeah, that Mauga's gonna shoot you the whole time. Kill his team for it. If he ever over pushes, just walk into his backline. That's a big thing you can do on them. If they ever use pin, walk in his backline. He cannot keep up. That's him. Walk in his backline. You have ults, you can get on their backline here. The soldier went for a flank again? Easy kill. Yep. What is he doing? Still have ult. I know I said you still have ult, but that's probably a pretty bad ult. I think I didn't really notice either. Your team kind of just died there. Unlucky, unlucky. So now we're on the Mauga. Okay. Honestly, if you see that, yeah, just pin on him. Fuck it. Free pin. Oh, don't you shout that early. Okay. Shout, his shout ability, whatever it's called. His heart ability, his life steal. Don't use that until you have to. This situation is so early. You are full HP. You do not need it yet. Just wait for you. I usually like to wait until I'm like half HP or so. I do that. I want to see like my mouse. Either way, I'd wait until I'm like half HP first before hitting the ability. So yeah, keep that in mind. I feel like you did not need to press it that early. You kind of just pressed it so early and then didn't get very much value out of it, I imagine. So, because now you're going to be caught without your shout after they crunch you, so now you have no abilities. Well, you have pin again, but now you're pinned in there. You don't have your heals. You're just in there. And look, wow, shout would have been great here. You're 1 HP. You did get back to your team in time, and they did Suzu you, but they had to see. And then you shouted early again! You panic shouted, dude, stop using it like that. You panic shouted and then lost everything. Oh god, what is this game? Immediately run into a side. Holy crap. I don't want to see early ability usage again. I don't want to see you shout first. You should always shout second. You can pin first. That's usually fine on Mauga if you're got a good pin. Don't you shout first. See, this was a good shout. You said to help get yourself alive at least a little bit with the damage reduction. Their Ashe still finds 2. I'd probably just attempt to get out of here right now. That does not mean go in further. When they kill 2 on your team, that does not mean go in, bro. No. That means get out. You have pin. It is not only it's such an amazing ability to get in, but it's also just as good an ability to run away. Alright, just get in there. You got a touch point. Get in there. Nice. And at this point, just pop shout and hit tank. Yep, there you go. Now this is a good time to use shout. Keeps you alive. Well, it almost kept you alive. And then we decided to hit it. Did she have it that whole time? He did. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, that's your curious fault there. Pop that shit, bro. Pop that shit.
Finally, things are getting interesting. The checkpoint. Group up.
Yeah, that was good abilities. I like what you did. Let's see past this. Alright, they're chasing really hard. You can probably just walk left here and just hold that space. Oh, Moira's on your right. That's no fade. Get on her. If you ever see a Moira fade like that and you see her on your right without fade again next to you, just hit that shit. Go for the kill. It is almost guaranteed you're gonna get that kill. Moiras cannot take a 1v1 with tank easily. She can maybe only 1v1 DPS, not a tank. So now we're going for the flank Mauga. Oh, but then we switch back to main. Oh, that's a big crunch. I like this cage a lot. Oh my god, that's a good fucking cage. Now that is how you play Mauga. When did you use shout? I swear to god, bro, stop using shout so early. You did not need shout here. This is huge. You got the stomp, you got that kill. You still popped it, I guess. I feel like you should have waited like at least a second or 2 longer. Just try to wait as late as you possibly can for Mauga shout. That thing will keep you up a lot of the time.
My bad.
Oh, you're shouting so early. Stop doing that. Now he has an advantage. And did he just cage Jax? Oh no, I thought he just caged. I literally thought I saw his hands drop on it. What are they doing? They have Moira ult here? Don't tell me they win this fight. Please don't tell me they win this fight. That was the worst res of all time. You guys didn't stop that res. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? I just held tab. What is that? I've never seen that before. Oh. Guess they're working on a stat page for the Uplay viewer. One sec. Double check DMs. Okay.
Let's get this done.
Oh, nice pin. Yo, what is this shout? Bro, you are not landing a shoulder. You're not landing shouts on a soldier that far away, man. Do not. No one can. That is not how Mauga works. Do not shout there. Now you're on a 12-second cooldown, and now you're walking in without shouts. You don't have shout, bro. Get out of there. Wait for shout. Wait for shout. Be patient. What? That was an Ashe on your team. That's an Ashe back there. Why are we not on them? You looked at them in the fucking eyes and you said, nah, bro, fight that Ashe. Get off the fucking soldier. He's too far away. Get in your effective range. There's an Ashe right there. You just turned around and shot your Mei. Bro, what is this? Dude. Get on that fucking Ashe, bro. Oh my god. And then you shout so early. If you die here. Oh my god, see, he used shout. He used shout and live, and you didn't use shout because you didn't have it. Oh my god, bro.
Things are getting interesting.
Next time, do not use Shout to snipe. Shout is always something you want to use at like close range. By the way, I don't know if you knew this, cart pushes automatically until it's up here. No one needs to be on the cart until it is all the way up here. Until it's literally past this line, you do not need to push it. Just take space. You are on tank, it's pretty much never your job to push point anyways. Just get the fuck up there. Just get up there. Unless you're waiting to get healed, but you are full HP. And also, if you're wondering, I do not believe overtime does not tick down when you're not capping until the cart is movable, as in past that point that I said. But either way, you should be taking space because you're the tank, even if it's overtime. Makes it so much easier to play the game when you have space. This shot was a little early, but it still wasn't that bad. Yeah, they just had a lot of damage and a lot of ults, it seems. And we Kitsune very late and in an awful position.
Stick.
Alright, yeah, just keep poking for now. Keep taking damage is good for getting ult charge. But don't take too much damage. Okay, their Mauga's on the right there. In this case, okay, so Mauga is the one character where you want to shoot tank. I said this before, where you kind of don't want to shoot tank, especially on like Orisa or Sigma. Don't shoot the enemy tank unless they're like right in front of you and no one else is there. But on Mauga, yeah, shoot the tank because that is what keeps you alive. Mauga is kind of boring. You kind of just gotta shoot tank. This is why people don't really like him that much. But yeah, you need to play more aggressive, honestly. You need to scare them. You are not scaring them. You're playing so, like, fearful. And you're using Shout so early. If you use Shout later, you'll feel the power of Mauga. But you're using Shout so early, you feel like you're weak later. It's kind of how it goes. If you use your Shout that early, you're not going to feel very strong. But if you have good Shouts as late as possible and you keep yourself up even when you're low HP, that was a nasty stomp, by the way. Like, this was a good shout, but it's just hard. It is hard to land shots on the small people. That's why people just shoot tank on Mauga to get the life steal. This game is insane. You were right. This game is absolutely insane. Okay. I like this spot. Hold this corner. Now this is the time where you probably don't need to be this aggressive, but it's not that bad that you are. Scared? Just be ready to walk away? Okay, good. Never mind. You're good then. I was just scared you're gonna go in a little bit further. Why are we pinning? Why are we pinning at the mob? We don't need to fight it. That was a good shout. Nice. Ooze out of your Kiri. Wow. Should we cage this? Just get. If you're stuck on cart, just cancel pin. Do not let this res happen. I swear to God. Oh my God. Nice milk. Well, good job to that game. What the hell did I just watch? Okay, well, you need to play more aggressive, I think, but also use your abilities later. Play a little bit more aggressive. Stop shooting tank unless you're on Mauga mirror, then you can shoot tank all you want. Or just if you're on Mauga, even if they're not a Mauga. So yeah. Remember to think about why you're using your abilities and when. Try to get the most value out of your abilities as possible. Doesn't always happen, but that's fine. You know, like Sigma rocking the soldier when he's on that high ground, instead of Sigma rocking the Reinhardt, who has his shield up and you kind of just blasted it for no reason. So think about your abilities and stuff like that. But you know, good job. You showed some flexibility, played multiple characters, even if it was for a counter-picking game, you know. Counterpicking is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing to counterpick, even if people love to point out you being the bad guy. You're just trying to win the game, and that is totally fair. You do not listen to those people. But yeah, no, good job. That was a pretty good game, honestly.